A bunch of game trail, which makes it working down a whole lot easier. See behind me, it's pretty steep as we go down, and I'm not looking forward to the climb up, but we must do what we must do. You know, one of the things I've really noticed about this area, and it really increases the chances of slides, is the fact that there is fungus. Well, quite a few different funguses going around, and they're just destroying the trees. So as they rot out, they make these conchs, which they're cow pies. They look like cow pies. And if I come across one, I'll show you. But here we are. I'm getting ready to come up on my scarp, and it's basically gonna go to sheer cliff. Probably will have a little more terraces on the way. Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun climb up, let me tell you. Well, here I am about halfway down. If you look behind me, that is where we just came from. It's gonna be a climb up, let me tell you. It's a good thing I got good knees. Right. We can see over here we got a bunch of new growth out in this area. Trees are working their way down. Here's where it gets steep again, our scarp. So here we go. Take a quick look at the GPS coordinates here. Make sure we don't send ourselves down into the wrong scarp. So we look like we're on a good path here. On the heading, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I am going up there into the top right corner there, that cutout. That is the scarp on that little blurred out triangle. So here we go. Big climb. Camera's not doing it justice. So here we go. Getting really steep. Really steep. Oh, and we're gonna stop for a second. I'm gonna work my way a little bit off my course here. Well, there we go. Never mind. We're not gonna stop now. We're just gonna go. That'd be easier to ride down, I think. But here we have a large erratic. I was going to kind of show you where it had been breaking away from itself, actually, into two pieces where it sat. You can see there's lots of growth on it, so it's been brought down this way. And not too much of a rumble, it'll probably come down the rest of the way. You can see here, still very sheer. I'm trying to get a level as I can shot for you. Same thing over here about level. So let's see, we want to avoid the stinging nettle. And the stinging nettle is not fun. I'm sure they got a name for me around here, for the guy who goes out in shorts into the stinging nettle like a rook, but such is life. Okay, now I'm getting on the edge of my scarp. I'm gonna work my way back southeast. It's just beautiful down here. I can see it's actually not too bad to follow because there's a lot of game trail out here. Probably find a little bit better route back up to get back where my trail, and I'm really not too far away from where I was the other day, just on top of it. So we'll keep going here. Going to be the area I'll be taking core samples. See, the canopy has a lot of broadleaf here. I got some pine conifers over here. Oh, here we got natural little spring. You can see here, coming up So this is also another sign there could be a well. We're getting a lot closer to the shore. And get away from here, lots of mosquitoes. But yeah, you can see the water is not very far from the surface from where we're at. Take a look at my trail here. Okay, we're gonna keep heading down. Let's see what we got here. These are probably, now look what we got here.
Alright, well here I am once again on what is a pretty tough hike. I think I probably filmed in here a couple times, but I think this is going to be a good one because right now we're about ready to jump into some cores, and right now mostly what's right in the middle of the scarp, which is where I'm at, are Gary Oaks, which is really not what we want to sample. We're looking for conifers preferably, which there are plenty of. And but not a lot. It's a lot of young growth down here. So nonetheless, we'll get down in here. Now, I'm about, I don't know, 90 meters up or so, maybe a little farther. And the mountainside behind me, and I'm actually sitting on a log. Is everybody any good or not? But yesterday, we were down out there on the boat. Now, I gotta finish going down this. Now, this is not gonna be fun. There's stuff rolling down all around me. But, I'm gonna do my best to show you and try not breaking my legs in the process. So, that is a natural born jinx. But, nonetheless, here we go. Hummingbird. Alright, this is gonna go. That, my friends, I don't know what that's.
I'm standing at the base of the landslide that was caused by the Great Megathrust earthquake of Seattle 1700. I'm on the east side of East Sound of Orcas Island, and to the north of me, northeast, is Barnes and Clark Island. As you can see behind me, the area has a gigantic scarp cut out, and it is my job this summer to go ahead and define and confirm my hypothesis that the landslide was generated during the Megathrust quake of 1700. In particular interest is going to be looking at the bathymetry right off the shore here at a slump that was deposited at that time. Particular interest of me right now is the fact that I do see quite a bit of fire down droppings that have been from fire, so that is a good clue to start with to find out what type of fires we had. And the process is really amazing. It's so sheer out here that the hike down here, well, I'm just not looking forward to the hike back up. But where I'm standing, I can't say that many people have. You can see it from the water, but it's not very accessible via anything other than the kayak. Down here you have obvious landforms from multi-processes from Pleistocene era, and the uplift, or excuse me, the volcanism that generated these islands just generated during the Pleistocene. Very sheer and steep faces, and that has allowed, obviously, for there to be a point of relief that has been something that people cannot handle. So obviously it's going to be my job to look at that and find out what type of the other areas in the island are at risk, particularly to the west, northwest. There are houses littered along the coast with landslides, both of all scales, both recent and probably some ancient landslides, obviously. So we're going to continue to work. I gotta get up there somehow. Kind of spooky in here with all these rocks too, because I know they could fall, knock me on my head, kill me. That's why I'm wearing a helmet. A Rastaman helmet. Flea market helmet. Alright, and then if we get out here a little bit, I'll try not to touch too much out here. You can also see how it comes up and out. It's very steep. I just came from down there. I'm not going that way. I just don't want to know, because if I get over there, I gotta cross that again, and that is no fun. Plus I'm coring trees down in here, so I cored that boy right there. Cored this one here. Gonna core that one there. Maybe core that one back there. This guy is not even worth coring. His bark is sick. It'll be junk. It's rotted out. The younger ones are making it. Or maybe the same age. Different needle too. Okay, next tree. Good. Alright, well, that was hairy, for sure. And a couple things before I forget. Just below me is basically where there's a shelf, or one outcropping. And it's basically a natural little barrier of the beach. Really, there's no beach on the other side, it's a lot of debris, but nonetheless, it's right in the middle of the scarp. We're off to the west side of the middle. And the ground here is like breaking away. This is a big tree, old tree. Now, this most likely could have only probably grown from the last time this broke off. So I'm gonna try to get a sample here, because that'll give us a real good idea. I mean, it really did not come from on top of those rocks, drop down and decide to replant itself and grow. So, and the other thing is, there's a lot of other little growth in here, about medium-sized growth, which is really good, because this looks like the only possible healthy one. There's a bigger one over here, but its bark doesn't look very good, so it's probably done, which it looks like. So anyways, the slope here is steep. I'll get a reading and I'm gonna write it down, but yeah, anyways. So I'm not going down that way at all. That was the trail that went down to straight up rocks. You can hear it crashing down there. If you can see those rocks through there, it's just even more rocks. On that side, more rocks. Out there, cliff. So yeah, sorry family. Good thing you're not here, you'd be freaking out, but here you go. And that's where we're going up. You can see that it's broke away. Sorry for the shaky screen, my hands are a little tired. Thumbs up. So this was a swarm of bees I just got attacked by. Oh, there's one on the lens. All those wasp bees. They're kind of aggressive. Let me get the hell out of here again. So yeah, I just got my ass attacked in there, stung at least 7-8 times. They're still following me up. They're pretty aggressive. Probably because I stomped the hell out of their nest. So, never been stung before. Right here I got one on the face, somewhere in here. Probably at least 6 or 7 on my socks, which I guess I got lucky, I don't know. But they hurt. They hurt bad. And I don't know if I've ever been stung by bees, so hopefully I don't die.